The journey for Jamestown Blue Jay girls basketball has taken them to the AA West Region Tournament. Yesterday, a third loss this season to Minot, but the Majels are so good. In fact, they won once again today. And for this Blue Jay team, who, as we say, now has all the experience they could want for these very young players, there is one more shot to keep playing. It's the loser-out game in the AA West Region Girls Basketball Tournament. We are in the Bismarck Event Center, and we are in Exhibit Hall D in this neat little atmosphere. Again, it is a lot like a smaller high school gym, but it's fun, it's intimate, gets you right in the action. The Century Patriots are the opponent. And again, this is a position that this program has not been in a while, having to play in a loser-out game. But with a loss to Mandan, where it was a foul-filled game for Century, although Century did outplay Mandan in a lot of aspects. So that's the matchup today here in Bismarck. David Burrell back with you. Thank you for joining us on Jamestown 107.1. And also on the Legacy signal of I3G Media in Jamestown AM 1400 and at newsdakota.com anywhere. We're so glad to have you with us. Yesterday, for the Jays, they did have three in double figures, and Haley Adelson's shooting has continued to improve as this year has gone on. Haley had 5 threes yesterday and had 17 in that loss to Mandan, 83-54. 11 for Mia Euland. Again, she was told not long ago by plenty of people who know, just keep shooting. And Addison Young, too, 10 yesterday. And Mari Anderson came close to a double-double, 8 points and 12 rebounds. And 8 more rebounds for Hannah Adelson, the freshman. They'll want her to develop her scoring in coming years, but Hannah has already proven herself to be a very good rebounder. And they'd like to see Leah Trumbauer get good looks at the buck. Easier said than done, but Leah yesterday against Minot, only 2 of 13. Well, their opponent today, Century, and the Patriots had a pretty good idea they wouldn't be in this spot, but they lost to Mandan yesterday afternoon, 70-61, despite taking 28 more shots than Mandan. They had 23 points and 16 rebounds from a post player who's tough to deal with in Erica Lee. And they had 13 points and 12 rebounds from Zoe Austin, and a near double-double from Eden Fridley of 10 and 8. 28 more shots than Mandan. Why didn't they win? Well, they shot only 33%. Not only that, they committed 28 fouls. Mandan got to the line 42 times. They were just 23 of 42. It could have been a blowout win for Mandan's Braves, who had 20 from Jaden Wiest. It's the first time since 2007 that a Century girls team has lost in the first round of this West Region tournament. So it's a position they're not used to being in, and you know they're going to be determined against this Jays team today. This is a team with plenty of success. Nate Wellstad, in 3 years as head coach, has an excellent record of 61-10. 2 regular season meetings between these teams, both Century wins. On the 12th of December at Jerry Meyer Arena, 65-41 for the Patriots. And at Century High School on January 23rd, a 76-47 victory for Century. So, again, the key words, keep shooting. Jamestown knows that that's all they can do. They know that with this group being together, especially next year, and these young freshmen and sophomores still playing a couple of years after that, it'll come a little bit easier in the next couple of years. But dealing with just not a whole lot of experience. And again, Trumbauer with really the only experience coming in. And Mia's dad, Greg Hewlin, made a really good point talking about the leadership that Trumbauer has brought to this team as really the lone upperclassman. Along with Emily Ellingson, she's also a junior. But everybody else on this team, sophomores or younger, that has played this year. So what Trumbauer has brought from leadership has been very much needed for this Jamestown team. And their last chance to keep their season going comes up shortly. Let's bring you this afternoon's starting lineups. For Jamestown, the number 9 seed in this tournament. Running the point, Addison Young, the 5'3" freshman, 11 points a game, 1.7 rebounds, 39 made threes for Addie. And, of course, Young's foul shooting has been superb all year. She's at 86%. Mia Hewlin, the 5'3" sophomore, 9.1 points, 1.7 rebounds, 60 made threes now for Mia. That's why she should keep shooting. Haley Adelson, the 5'9" sophomore, after a big game yesterday, is now at 7.7 points and 4.4 rebounds a game. Haley's made 34 three-pointers. Leah Trumbauer, the 5'10" junior, 9.3 points and 5 rebounds a game. She's hit 28 threes this year. And Mari Anderson, the 6' sophomore, 3.5 points and 4.6 rebounds per game. Andy Skunberg, the head coach of the Blue Jays in his 15th season. His assistants are Amy Joseph and Jason Walliser. For the Century Patriots, again, they don't go any shorter in their starting 5 than 5'8", so it's really a 5 forward look. Plenty of length. Zoe Austin, the 5'8" junior, 14.1 points, 6.1 rebounds per game. 5'9" senior Eden Fridley, 14 points a game. 63 pointers, 6.1 rebounds. Second among AA WDA girls players in steals at 2.9 per game. A freshman, 5'10", Olivia Klimpel, 7.9 points, 5.3 rebounds per game. A 5'10" sophomore, Abby Foslin, 7.3 points and 3.5 rebounds per game for Abby. And Erica Lee, the 6' senior, her averages aren't big, 6.4 points and 7.5 rebounds, but oh, what a breakout game for her yesterday, even though lost to Mandam. 23 points and 16 boards, 10 of 14 shooting for Erica yesterday, the senior. Nate Wellstad, the head coach, Matt Thornton, Mike Wolf, Tricia Clemish, Darren Johnson, Kaylee Wilkie, and Michael James are Nate's assistants. The officials for this game are Paul Mellum, Dustin Urbis, and Dave Jallo. Jamestown being the 9th seed, they're wearing their blue unis again. The royal blue, a familiar color with white numerals and letters. Darker blue trim, piping around the sides. Jamestown in script above the number on the front, the number on the back. Century wearing their white uniforms with the very deep navy blue numerals and letters in red trim as the starting lineups are about to be introduced for this loser out game. So for Jamestown, in a year where they have been tested every night out, they'll be tested again by a good Century team with one more chance to play again tomorrow and try to make the state tournament. It's a loser out game in the AA West Region Girls Basketball Tournament. And it comes up next here on Jamestown 107.1. And this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
You love sports. So do we. You know, the thrill of victory and the agony of injury.
Hey, injuries happen. Thankfully, JRMC Orthopedics is ready to act fast. As the official sports medicine team for Blue Jay Athletics, athletes and their fans can choose the home team for their care. Call 952-4878 for quick injury attention. Home Team Sports Medicine. It's right here at JRMC.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is now hiring. Track has openings for several part-time positions. Track offers a flexible schedule. We will work with you to make a schedule that fits your busy lifestyle. Track also offers a fun work atmosphere, and every employee of JPRD receives an employee pass which provides free green fees at Hillcrest Golf Course, complimentary open skate at the Winter Sports Building, and free daily admission into Two Rivers Activity Center. Learn more about our open positions and apply online today at trackjamestown.com.
Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Hillerud Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees, plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit HillerudConstruction.com. Again, visit HillerudConstruction.com, and let's get building.
When it comes to farm equipment, Titan Machinery has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to be more productive during the entire growing season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website, TitanMachinery.com. Titan Machinery in Jamestown, your local Case IH dealer.
So the girls are the last hope to fly the flag for Jamestown High School basketball for 23-24. Again, if you're just joining us, the Blue Jay boys eliminated earlier today thanks to a big second half run by Legacy, who won it by a score of 62-51. Dalton Lamp leading all scorers with 20 in his last game as a Blue Jay. It says Patriots on the front of Century's uniforms in block print, also in that deep navy blue color with a red trim. And as you can imagine, red, blue, and white piping. Mia Euland, Addison Young, Mari Anderson, Haley Adelson, Leah Trumbauer, the starting five for Jamestown. Eden Fridley, Zoe Austin, Abby Fosland, Olivia Klimpel, and Erica Lee for Century. Don't forget Sunday here on Jamestown 107.1. More spring training baseball. The Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays from Fort Myers. That's at 12 noon Sunday. And much more Twin spring training baseball as the month of March continues. And, of course, the season opener at Cleveland on the 28th of March. Erica Lee to jump center against Leah Trumbauer. Ball in the air, and it came to Jamestown, although Lee tipped it. Came back to Trumbauer. Mari Anderson, I should say, made the jump, not Trumbauer, but it's Jamestown Wembley. We hope you enjoy the action. From the Bismarck Event Center in Exhibit Hall D. Left wing, Mia Euland. 14 on the shot clock. Guarded tightly here by Zoe Austin and threw the ball away. Fridley down 4 for Zoe Austin, who drives in for a layup. So an immediate turnover leads to the first 2 points of the game for Century, who press. Again, 17 years ago was the last time they had to play, this program did, in this game. Addison Young on the left wing. In the left corner for Haley Adelson for Jamestown. Left for Mia Euling. Ball fake, comes on the right side, cross court to Addison Young. Drives to the baseline, drew a foul. So Addie will head to the line where she has been so good. And Eden Fridley has the first foul of the game. It's on Century. Yep, 86% for Addie Young. 67 of 78 for the year. She has 2, and the first is good. 2-1 for Century. 53 seconds have been played. The freshman has another on the way and on the board for a tie. 2-2. Eden Fridley into Zoe Austin for Century, and the junior Zoe works it across the timeline. Hands it to Abby Fosslin on a high post. To Fridley down the right baseline. Klimpel, a dive down on the floor with her as she comes to the floor with it. It's a dual possession. That'll keep it with Century. Trumbauer was down there. Euland was down there. 14 on the shot clock for Century. Erica Lee will inbound. 2-2, 16:50 first half. Right corner to Abby Fosland. The bounce again for Eden Fridley. Back up top to Zoe Austin. 7 on the shot clock. Zoe starts. Top of the key. A 3 is good. Well, I think Wolstad started saying, watch that clock. So she just shot a 3, and she has all 5 Century points. 5-2 Patriots. A minute and a half in. Trouble in the backcourt, and it's thrown away by Jamestown. Yep. Full court pressure and led to the turnover off Mari Anderson, and Century gets the inbound in the front court. Fridley at the right end of the Jamestown bench. Bringing it on the left side to Fosland. Wants another 3. This one's long, but Erica Lee with the offensive board. Right wing Fridley a 3. That's good. Eden Fridley now has 61 threes. 6 in a row for Century. The Patriots lead at 8-2. 16:09 first half. Addison Young threw them all away. Down floor comes Century, comes Abby Fosland, knocked from behind. No, lost out of bounds. Fosland just lost it. It'll go to Jamestown. A minute 59 in. Century's on top by a score of 8-2. It's into Trumbauer, trying for a steal, not making it as Klimpel. Trumbauer into the front court for the Jays. In blue at the bucket to our left. Young back to Leah Trumbauer into the lane with a drive from 7 off the glass, and the rebound loose came to Century and Erica Lee. 16 boards for her yesterday to Zoe Austin. Loose on the floor, trying to tie it up, and doing so is Mia Hewlin, and that'll give it to Jamestown. Addie Weigel comes in for Century. She's a 5'5 sophomore, 2.3 points and 2.1 rebounds per game for her. And also coming in is Katie Brown. She's a 5'10 junior. 1.1 points, 1.3 rebounds. Lee came to the bench. And the pass nearly too far. Mari Anderson's able to run it down in the front court. That little delay gave Century a chance to put on some pressure. Addison Young, lob right in the lane in a lot of traffic, and it's intercepted by Century, by Zoe Austin. Down floor, stops in the lane. Shoots it too long from 7, gained her own board. Out front for a 3 by Fridley, but it missed for Eden, and not able to run down the rebound is Addie Weigel. And it's out of bounds to Jamestown. 8-2, Century leads. 15-15 to go in the first half. For the winner on to play tomorrow. For the loser, the end of the season. Addison Young crosses the timeline. Mari Anderson with a screen. And she's on the angle on the right side. Back out front to Haley Adelson. Haley into the lane for Leah Trumbauer, trying to drive on Klimpel. Double team now, keeps it away from both of them. Right wing open, a 3 by Young off glass. And Mari Anderson, offensive board in the lane and drew a foul. Good job there by Mari to take that long rebound and draw the foul on Katie Brown. Her first team foul, number 2. Erica Lee right back in for Katie. I think Erica needed some hydration, but she's right back on the floor. Mia Hewlin didn't inbound it in time. Boy, has that happened a lot to this team this year. Trying to cut through that screener type of action, and Mia held on to the ball too long, and Century has it back. Addie Weigel for Eden Fridley on the left side. Out front again to Zoe Austin for Century. Again to Fridley, left wing. Here comes a 3 off the left rim, a little short. Erica Lee's up there for another rebound. Half hook from 9 in the lane. That went off the rim and out of bounds off Olivia Klimpel. And Century, it'll go to Jamestown. Three and a half minutes in, but again, Century sets up a press. It's into Mia Hewlin. Austin right on her. Now most of the Patriots back off. Austin doesn't. She's still right on Hewlin. Only 1 second to cross the timeline, and they just barely got into the front court. To Mari Anderson. Bounce on the right side for Haley Adelson on the baseline. Cut off by Weigel. Back to a right wing 3 that is off the mark by Hewlin. Another Erica Lee rebound. She's off to another good rebounding start today. For Zoe Austin into the front court for Century, who leads 8-2 over Jamestown. Just over 4 minutes have been played. Austin into the lane with a drop step and a drive and an offensive foul. As she ran over Mari Anderson. Amelia Newman comes in for the Jays, 5'9" freshman, 6.6 a game, only 1 for her yesterday, 3.6 rebounds. And Hannah Adelson, the 5'8" freshman, 1.2 points, but 6.3 rebounds a game. Cindelia Trumbauer. Allison Volk has entered the game, a sophomore for Century also. Bounce out front to Addie Young, lost it off her leg and into the backcourt. That's turnover. Addie not quite ready for that pass, and it went off her upper leg and knee. Allison Volk is a 5'6" sophomore for Century, 1.5 points a game. 13:35 first half, Century 8, Jamestown 2, this girls' loser-out game in the WDA West Region Tournament. Abby Fosland, entry pass, lost out of bounds. Went for Allison Volk, but that pass didn't reach her. Jamestown inbound in the backcourt, but again, Century will set up this press after the ball is retrieved by a fan in the end bleachers, a Jamestown fan. Into Young now. The Patriots back off. They don't press this time. And Addison Young's into the front court with those orange sneakers that are so easy to differentiate her from everybody else. Talia Trumbauer, and knocked away from her and stolen by Abby Fosland of Century. Down floor, driving for a layup. That's good. And a timeout by Andy Skunberg, who says we just can't have these sorts of things happening. 13:09 left in the first half. Good start for Century. They lead Jamestown 10-2 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Turnovers, and especially the unforced ones, have been an issue for Jamestown all season long, and a couple more there. And also another issue for Jamestown is at the end of the bench, not on the floor, is Mia Euland. And she got knocked right in the nose. She is holding some pressure to, I guess, try to stop bleeding, because she is in some discomfort right now. Addison Young for Jamestown into the front court. Down 10-2 to Century, 5 minutes in. Young, middle of the right wing. Lost the ball. Out of bounds. Another unforced turnover. Olivia Klimpel's back in. Katie Brown's back in for Century. 12:57 in the first half. Century off to a great start, leading Jamestown 10-2. Abby Fosland on the left side, out front for Zoe Austin. Right wing, it's Allison Volk, who just re-entered as well. Left wing open for a three. It's Fosland. It's short. And Leah Trumbauer has the rebound for Jamestown on the left baseline. Back to Addison Young. High ball screen by Hannah Adelson. For Leah Trumbauer, top of the right wing. And a hand back to Young. For Haley Adelson up top, almost took that three. She had it working yesterday on the three-pointer against Minot. Entry pass lost out of bounds. Went for Young, but it's thrown away. Andy Skunberg said, "Didn't you see that tip?" The official said, "No, I didn't." And it's Century ball with 12:15 left in the half. He said, "I didn't see it because there wasn't one." Again, the referee always wins the argument. Austin on the right side to Fosland. Back out front to Zoe Austin. Left wing open. A three is off the glass by Volk. Battle for that rebound down there. Katie Brown ends up with it, and Century keeps it. Down to 5 on the shot clock because it didn't hit the rim, and now it's taken away by Jamestown, by Haley Adelson. Down floor on the right wing to Addison Young. Bounce to Amelia Newman. Baseline. Tries a drive and a double team, kicks it out for a right wing three for Young. Off both sides of the rim, Hannah Adelson. An offensive board as the freshman again rebounds well, but looked at the pivot foot. Another turnover. Mari Anderson returns. And Mia Yulin, by the way, still applying the pressure to the top of her face. It looks like she got hit right in the nose. And she's still applying the pressure to that, I would assume, to stop some bleeding. Ooh, that can't be comfortable. Here's Austin in the lane. Zoe Austin for Century. Back out front to Abby Foslin. 11:22 and a half. A left wing, another three. This one's good. And this one's by Allison Volk, who now has 4 this year. And it's 13-2 for Century. The game was tied at 2. Patriots have scored 11 in a row. Drive to the right baseline by Addison Young through a Century foul. This one's on Zoe Austin. That's 2 on her, and the third team foul. Number 4, I should say, not 3. Number 2, 3, 4, David. Here's Addison Young. Hit 2 earlier in the line. The only Blue Jay points so far. First one missed here. Erica Lee, Eden Fridley, Addie Weigel all re-enter for Century, with Zoe Austin, Abby Foslin, and Katie Brown all to the bench. Nearly 7 minutes have been played. Blue Jays still looking for their first field goal, but Young wants a second free throw right here. It's good. 13-3 for Century over Jamestown. We near the 11-minute mark in the first half. As it's walked down floor by Addie Weigel. Left wing for Allison Volk. Weigel. Volk again on the left side. Up top again for Weigel. Now on the right wing, it's Eden Fridley with the drive to the baseline. Anderson cuts her off. Now a jumper in the old circle by Weigel from 17's too long. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Jamestown. Century will have it back with a fresh shot clock and 10:44 to go in the half. Erica Lee inbounds. Bring it out front to Eden Fridley. Long three. Good. From the pro line. 2 threes for Fridley. She now has 62 this year. 16-3 Century. 10.5 minutes first half. Jamestown still looking for their first field goal. Right corner, nearly dropped. Haley Adelson's able to regain it, but she now can start a new dribble. Good bounce inside to Young. Drives and is fouled. Nice bounce pass and drew the second foul on Fridley. So a couple of Century Patriots, Fridley and Austin, now have 2 fouls. And Addison Young returns to the line where she has all the Blue Jay points so far. She's 3 for 4. First, good. 16-4 for Century. 10:19 and a half. Blue Jay boys eliminated earlier, if you're just joining us, by Legacy. 62-51. Second one rolls in for Young. She has all 5. Jamestown points in all the lines. 16-5 Century with 10:17 left in the half. Abby Weigel. Left wing Eden Fridley. Back to Weigel. Bringing it on the right side now for Allison Volk. Weigel again. Entry past Klimple. Got a hand to Haley Adelson, but kept by Century. Fridley with a drive left baseline. Banks, and it didn't go in, but the offensive board by Lee. Counter with a foul. Lee put it in traffic, and that makes it 18-5 for Century. Amelia Newman, who ended up fouling out yesterday, has her first foul today. First 2 for Lee. Free throw misses. Hannah Adelson with a rebound, and Mia Yulin still being 10-2, although it looks like she's got the nosebleed stopped anyway. She must have taken a shot in the schnoz. Haley Adelson up top for Jamestown. 9:40 left in the first half. 18-5 Century. Jay's still looking for field goal number 1 in this game. Young with Nate on the shot clock, brings it back out front. Hannah Adelson a screen, 5 on the timer. 3 right wing by Addie. Back rim and long. Rebound, Eden Fridley in Century. Front court, across the timeline in this parquet floor at the Bismarck Event Center. Nice facility, nice setup here. Mari Anderson trying to rip it away from a Century player. They'll call the dual possession and keep it with the Patriots. Mari was trying to rip it out of there, couldn't quite do it. Abby Foslin re-enters for Century, replacing Allison Volk. 16 on the Century shot clock, just about midway through the first half. Right wing, good catch by Fridley of a pass that was behind her. Left wing to Weigel. Top of the wing, Olivia Klimple. 8 on the shot clock now as Fridley starts a drive and was fouled. From the top of the right lane line, She drew the foul on Mari Anderson. That's her first and the second team foul on Jamestown. Fridley just 49% at the line, but nothing wrong with the first one. She hit it. Her 7th point, 19-5 for Century. 9:02 and a half. Again, all the Blue Jay points so far on 5 Addison Young free throws. One more for Fridley. Good again. She has 8 points. Century 20, Jamestown 5 in this loser-out game. 8:57 in the first half. Amelia Newman, right wing to the right block. Over Fridley, rolled off the back rim. Rebound tipped and came to Addie Weigel for Century. Goodness. Fridley back to Weigel. Now on the right side, this is Abby Foslin out front for a 3 that is a little long by Weigel. We trying to run the rebound down, couldn't quite do it, but then she threw it off Haley Adelson as she landed on the Jamestown bench, and Mia Euland is back on the floor, along with Leah Trumbauer for Jamestown. And Zoe Austin's back in for Century. 8:33 and a half. Comes into Zoe Austin. Up top, now on the left wing for Abby Foslin. Bounce to Eden Fridley. Swung back again on the left side for Foslin to the baseline. Euland trying to guard her. Great pass down low for Lee, but Erica couldn't hit the layup. Gained her own rebound on a triple team and brought it back out front to Austin. Now a left wing 3. Fridley is fouled. She'll have 3 free throws. Is it Newman? I believe it was. It was. That's 2 on Amelia. Team foul number 3. Lakin Johnson, a 5'5 freshman, enters for Century. 1.5 points, 1.1 rebounds. Not a shooting foul. They're just saying one of those vertical path fouls. You know, impeding in the player's personal space is basically how that works. It's not a shooting foul. Amelia Newman out and Addison Young back in. Couple of fouls on Newman, more foul trouble for her. It's out front to Austin, right wing to Abby Foslin for Century, who's up 20-5. Left wing, it's Lakin Johnson. The freshman wants a 3, but it's a little long. Rebound tip came to Leah Trumbauer for the Jays. And it set foot in the front court, I think, and went back in the back court, but not called. Jays will take the break. Anderson out to Addison Young. 15 on the shot clock. Bounce pass right baseline. It's Haley Adelson. Past Lee, puts it up short. Jay still haven't hit a field goal. Zoe Austin the rebound. Century. 2 on 4. Austin double team. Lost her dribble, and it's going to end up in a dual possession that gives it with Jamestown. Austin. Zoe stopped her dribble right as a double team came forth. That put her in some trouble, and it ends up giving Jamestown the ball, and it brings in Katie Brown for Century to replace Erica Lee. The 5 for Jamestown: Addison Young, Mia Euland, Haley Adelson, Leah Trumbauer, and Mari Anderson. It's their starting 5. Young bounce to Haley Adelson, left corner. A 3, halfway down, and then it goes down. Haley Adelson gives the Jays their first field goal. It took 10:43, 20-8 Century. Left wing, Lakin Johnson, a 3, and a whistle as the ball's in the air. For a Century foul away from that. Katie Brown with her first and team foul number 6. And it's Jamestown ball with 7 minutes left in the first half. Down 20-8 to Century. Addison Young, top of the right wing of the bucket to our left. To Haley Adelson up top. Abby Foslin guards her. Left wing Mia Euland and a hand to Mari Anderson. 2 hands in front of her by Katie Brown. Anderson drives, but missed the layup on the left block. And the rebound by Zoe Austin, run down in the left corner in some trouble. And it's a timeout by Century. With 6:41 left in the first half. In this loser-out game, Century leads Jamestown 20-8 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
In the second semifinal over in the arena here at the Bismarck Event Center, Legacy all over Bismarck High. Just under 5 minutes left. 65-39 Sabres over Demons. Here, Century leads Jamestown 20-8 in this loser-out game with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Century basketball. Pass on the right baseline for Lakin Johnson. She's in the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass out front to Zoe Austin, 7 on the timer. Left wing Eden Fridley starts to drive left of the lane. Back it out for an Austin 3. That's off the back rim with 2 on the shot clock. Rebound Jamestown and Mari Anderson. 6:10 left in the half. Addison Young on the left side for the Jays, who are at 6-17. Made it here with their second 2-game winning streak of the year. Anderson with a drive to the left block and scores. Right past Katie Brown. Mari with her first 2, second bucket for Jamestown. 20-10 Century, 5:48 in the first half. Abby Foslin, Bounce, nearly got away. Lakin Johnson able to pick it up left corner, and Eden Fridley, 3 missed everything. Leah Trumbauer the rebound, Jamestown. Jays want to run, they can cut it under 10. Right wing Young, back right up top for Trumbauer, a 3, barely grazed the front iron. Rebound, Foslin, and then Abby is fouled by Trumbauer. Lee is first, and team foul number 4 on Jamestown. Erica Lee returns for Century. 5:28 first half. Eden Fridley, Erica Lee, Zoe Austin, Abby Fosland, and Olivia Klimpel are the 5 for Century. That's their starting 5. It's out front. Austin came behind her. She's able to regain it. Right wing for Fridley. Back out front to Zoe Austin with a screen. And a shot on the lane is several feet short. Century, however, runs it down on the left side with Fosland. 5 on their shot clock now. Fridley, right on the lane, Lee's got to put it up 2 turns. They can't put it up in time. It's a shot clock violation. Good defense there by Jamestown. Trying to trap the ball, end up in a couple of double teams, and force Century to run all the time off the shot clock. And Jamestown with another chance to cut the Century lead under 10. It is 10 now at 20-10. 4:50 first half. Addison Young with a Mari Anderson screen with a bounce down low to Leah Trumbauer into the bucket. So spins out, drives, and misses. Tried to get her on board and did. For a right wing 3 by Young. That's good. Addison Young's first 3 today in her 61st of the year. And with 8 in a row, Jamestown's cut this lead to 7. 20-13 for Century. Abby Fosland to Eden Fridley out front. Right wing for Zoe Austin. 4:23 and a half. A little flurry here by Jamestown. And they're within 7. Lob out front to Zoe Austin. Finds Abby Fosland down to 11 on the shot clock. Century taking their time. Now a 3 is short by Austin, but an offensive board. Another one for Lee. Turns around and left it short. Jamestown couldn't hang on to this rebound. Young had it, but was standing on the baseline, and Century will have it back as Hannah Adelson returns for Jamestown, and Addie Weigel returns for Century. 4:03 first half. Century 20, Jamestown 13. The Jays are in an 8-0 run. Zoe Austin out front for Century's Patriots, who are at 15-7. They won 11 games in the WDA in the regular season. Erica Lee, left wing, an open 3 by Fridley, off the rim. Lee, another offensive board, drives, missed that one too. Gained another rebound, counted with a foul. Erica Lee, once again, cleaning up on the offensive glass. And fouled by Hannah Adelson, her first, the 5th Jamestown team foul. Century breaks the run and leads 22-13. Not Lee, but Klimpel it was who got that last board. Well, Lee had the first 2, didn't she? Klimpel with the free throw, and it's back to a 10-point lead at 23-13. Allison Volk re-enters for Century. So it was Klimpel that had the 4th chance in the bucket. After Erica Lee had gained 2 more offensive boards. Young on the front court for Jamestown. Hard screen by Hannah Adelson. Bounce to the left corner, Mia Euland. Back in there, she's got a bandage on that nose that really got hit hard earlier. Haley Adelson out front to Addison Young for the Jays. 10 on the shot clock. It's a jumper on the arc, actually, that missed, and Century just lets it go out of bounds. And Century with a 10-point lead at 3:18 in the half. Took nearly 11 minutes for Jamestown to score their first field goal, but then they had an 8-0 run to cut the lead to 7. But the 3-point play a moment ago for Century has it back at 10. Right of the lane, it's Klimpel, who had the bucket a moment ago. Right corner, Allison Volk with a 3, a little long on the left side. Rebound is Hannah Adelson, again confidently down low, but then her pass went off Young, but then went off a Century player and out of bounds. Fresh 30 for Jamestown, 2:55 to go in the half. The Blue Jays down 10. They have fought through tough shooting early on. Defense making Century work a little bit in this first half. Eden Fridley for Addie Weigel on the right side. Mari Anderson will come into the next dead ball for the Jays. Bounce to Erica Lee up top. Lee has had quite a half. Spins inside in the lane. Missed. Trying to grab another offensive board. Instead, it's a dual possession, but that's going to keep it with Century. They have the arrow as Mari Anderson does re-enter for Haley Adelson. And the averages, well, for Lee is 7.5 rebounds. But 16 for her yesterday, and she's got to have 7 or 8 today. We'll see what the number is at halftime. It's out front to Fridley. In the lane, a spin, a 13-foot one-hand runner is good with a foul. Fridley with 10. Trumbauer's second foul and the 6th on Jamestown. And it's 25-13 now for Century. Fridley had a couple of free throws earlier, has one here with 2:31 left in the first half. Everybody all right over there? Good. Free throws good. Abby Fosland in for Eden Fridley. 26-13 Century. They've doubled up the Jays. Now they've scored 6 in a row after Jamestown had scored 8 in a row. Century with full court pressure knocks the inbounds pass out of bounds. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Hannah Adelson bounces into Addison Young, and now most of the Patriots back off, except for Allison Volk, who's still in the backcourt. But now Young crosses the timeline with a couple of seconds to spare. Drives all the way to the right block. Foul as Young was driving away from the action of the ball on Century on Volk. Allison's first. Team foul number 7 puts Jamestown in the bonus for the rest of the half, as Eden Fridley returns to replace Addie Weigel. And Haley Adelson returns for Leah Trumbauer for Jamestown. Addison Young, 5 of 6 at the line so far in this first half for her 5 points. And this is the front end of a 1-and-1. On the way. Long. Rebound, Klimpel, Olivia Klimpel for Century. To Eden Fridley in the front court. 26-13 Century, 2:10 first half. Klimpel on the right baseline. And that's for Eden Fridley, left of the lane from 9. Anderson got a hand on that, but Fridley hustles for the offensive board and scores. Or Klimpel it is. 5 for Klimpel, 28-13 Century. Left wing, Haley Adelson. A 3 is good for the Blue Jays. Not for the Jimmies, that'd be a story, wouldn't it? Hey, it's 2 threes for Haley today. Blue Jays are down 12. 28-16 Century over Jamestown, 140 in the half. And as Klimpel came to the left baseline, tied up very well by Hannah Adelson, because that gives the ball to Jamestown with the arrow. Jamestown is playing pretty tenacious defense in the first half of this game. Not a whole lot of shots have fallen, only 4 field goals, but they've done pretty nicely defensively, really. Young in the left corner to Haley Adelson, 122 in the half. Haley being hounded here by Abby Fosland, who stole the ball away. Boy, that's great D, and she drives for a layup at the other end. She just wouldn't stay away from Haley Adelson and eventually made that steal. 30-16 Century, 105 in the half. Addison Young for Jamestown directs the traffic. Freshman, but runs the point and runs it with confidence. Mari Anderson, left wing Addison Young. Cross court, Haley Adelson down to 8 in the shot clock and 49 and a half. Haley hands it back to Mari Anderson. 4-3 on the timer, 2. Anderson puts it up in the circle. Whistle. Foul. Ooh, what a bailout that is. A Century foul with 1 second on the shot clock on Erica Lee with a push. Her first and team foul number 8. Mia Yulin, front end of the 1-and-1. She's good. Her first point, and I mean Mia took a wrap to the face earlier. Had to go at the end of the bench, put some compression to stop the bleeding around her nose, but she gets 2 free throws here, and it's 30-18 for Century. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Olivia Klimpel back to Eden Fridley. Klimpel again. Right high post, left wing, it is Fridley with 17 on the shot clock for Fosland. And now a drive by Klimpel, and reaching in, or is fouling her, is Jamestown's Hannah Adelson. That's 2. She's the third Blue Jay with 2 fouls. And team foul number 7 to put Century in the bonus for the last 25.2 and a half. And the Patriots bring Addie Weigel back in. Meanwhile, it's Olivia Klimpel with the line. Hit the front end, hit that 3-point play a while ago. Emily Ellingson makes her first appearance, the 5'9" junior. 1.2 points, 2.6 rebounds a game. Klimpel 72% before that one she made earlier. She missed this one. It is tipped, and it's Lee trying to bring it in, and ends up in a dual possession. And that'll keep it with Jamestown, and Eden Fridley's right back in. Lee nearly had another offensive board. I should say Century with a euro, not Jamestown. So not a rebound, but the Patriots keep the ball and the shot clock's off. 21 seconds left in the half. Abby Fosland on the right wing for Olivia Klimpel. Back out front to Fosland. Foul. Nope, 3 seconds called here on Century. Olivia Klimpel was caught standing in the lane too long. 14.4 in the half. Addie Weigel comes back in for Century and replacing Eden Fridley. So Jamestown with the last shot of the half. Down 30-18, 11 seconds as Young crosses the timeline. Left wing to Haley Adelson. 7 and 6 and 5 as Adelson drives to the right block, left it short. Erica Lee, another rebound. And he from the backcourt by Addie Weigel short. As the first half comes to an end, the defense not too bad by Jamestown, but not enough shots falling. And the Blue Jays down by 12 at the break.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Century Patriots led by the 10 points. 11 points of Eden Fridley. She hit 2 3-pointers in the first half. And for Jamestown, Addison Young with 8. In this loser-out game, it's Century with the lead at the break. Our halftime score at the Bismarck Event Center in Exhibit Hall D. The Century Patriots 30, the Jamestown Blue Jays 28. First half numbers coming up. A recap of the Blue Jay boys action that saw their season end earlier today. That's coming up, and we'll tell you about what else is happening in this tournament. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Looking for one of the best ATVs on the planet? Then check out Honda 4Trax Foreman. There are 3 models to choose from, and they all offer strong swing arm rear suspension that is perfect for hard work or towing. They all feature strong front and rear racks, plus a handy utility box for storage. So head to Gunna Reel Sports in 1st Street West, downtown Jamestown, and check out the new Honda Foreman. For riders 16 and older, Honda recommends all ATV riders take training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day, PM, or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
Hey, it's Sean with the Jamestown Country Club. Remember to get your membership for the upcoming season at our 18-hole championship course that hosts the FCCU Labor Day Classic, and we're the home course for the Blue Jays and Jimmy's men's and ladies golf teams. The Jamestown Country Club hosts an excellent bar and restaurant that is open to the public and has the only outdoor pool in the area. Contact the Jamestown Country Club today for your membership. And congratulations to the Minnesota Twins' Joe Mauer on his election into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com.
Not too bad defense, 36% shooting for Century, but a recurring problem for this Blue Jay team all year long, not just very many field goals. And the Blue Jays had only 4 in that first half, and they're trailing Century by a score of 30-18 at the break. David Burrow with you. Thanks for joining us. Let's look at what happened in this first half for Century. As we say, just 36% shooting on 11 of 31. 4 of 14 on threes, 4 of 6 at the line. Jamestown only 25%, only 4 of 16. 3 of 8 on threes, 7 of 9 at the line for the Jays. Big rebounding advantage. Goodness, 25-10. Yeah, for Century. And 9 of those by Erica Lee. She's come within 1 rebound of Jamestown's entire total. 10 turnovers for Century, 12 for Jamestown in that first half. Eden Fridley leading the way with 11 points for the Patriots. 3 of 9 shooting, 2 of 6 on threes. Zoe Austin with 5, along with Olivia Klimple. Addison Volk 3, Erica Lee 2, but again with 9 rebounds, already over her average, and on pace for maybe bettering her total of 16 from yesterday. Addison Young leading Jamestown with 8, 5 of those at the line. She also had a 3. Haley Adelson with 6, took a couple of 3-pointers, 2 for Mia Euland and 2 for Mari Anderson. Century leading in points off turnovers 15-6. Second chance points 16-3 for Century. 3 points off Century's bench and none for Jamestown. 30-18. Century leads Jamestown at the half. Earlier today in the semifinals in the West Region Girls Tournament, Minot over Mandan, 78-61. The Magels will play Legacy for the championship tomorrow, and those two teams have earned spots in the state tournament. Legacy beat Bismarck High today, 71-52. The other loser-out game right after this game ends will have Dickinson taking on St. Mary's. In boys play, it ended for the Jamestown Blue Jays today with a 62-51 loss to Legacy. Dalton Lamp in his final game as a Blue Jay leading the way with 20. Dickinson held on to defeat Williston 59-56 in the first loser-out game after Dickinson led by 10. Williston came back late to tie the game, but Dante Oyuji put Dickinson up for good with a steal and a layup with 13 seconds to go. So Dickinson will play tomorrow, and so will Legacy. Jamestown Blue Jay girls need a big rally if they want to have the chance to play tomorrow. They have frustrated the Century Patriots defensively in some respects in this first half, but it's still Century with a 12-point lead in this loser-out girls game in the West Regional Tournament. Century 30, Jamestown 18 at the half in Exhibit Hall D of the Bismarck Event Center, where the second half is next. Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
You love sports. So do we. You know, the thrill of victory and the agony of injury.
Hey, injuries happen. Thankfully, JRMC Orthopedics is ready to act fast. As the official sports medicine team for Blue Jay Athletics, athletes and their fans can choose the home team for their care. Call 952-4878 for quick injury attention. Home Team Sports Medicine. It's right here at JRMC.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is now hiring. Track has openings for several part-time positions. Track offers a flexible schedule. We will work with you to make a schedule that fits your busy lifestyle. Track also offers a fun work atmosphere, and every employee of JPRD receives an employee pass, which provides free green fees at Hillcrest Golf Course, complimentary open skate at the Winter Sports Building, and free daily admission into Two Rivers Activity Center. Learn more about our open positions and apply online today at trackjamestown.com.
Building a business requires strength, courage, and a solid reputation. So, when you're ready to build a building to house your business or remodel your existing business, you want the same qualities in your commercial construction contractor. And that's where Hillerud Construction comes in. Trusted, experienced builders who specialize in commercial building construction. Their experience saves you time, stress, and money. So visit hillerudconstruction.com and let's get building.
When it comes to farm equipment, Titan Machinery has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to be more productive during the entire growing season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website, TitanMachinery.com. Titan Machinery in Jamestown, your local Case IH dealer.
Second half at the Bismarck Event Center in Exhibit Hall D. Jamestown Blue Jays trailing the Century Patriots in this girls loser on game 30-18. The game was tied once at 2. After that, Century had an 18-3 run to take a 20-5 lead, their longest at 15. Jamestown then scored the next 8 to get back to within 7, but that's as close as they've come. Starters back for both teams: Eden Fridley, Zoe Austin, Abby Foswin, Olivia Klippel, and Erica Lee for Century, Mia Hewlin, Addison Young, Mari Anderson, Haley Adelson, and Leah Trumbauer for Jamestown. And nearly stealing the inbounds pass of the second half was Eden Fridley. She couldn't hang on to it. Haley Adelson will try again. All over her is Abby Foslin. Bounce into Addison Young. This inbounds pass is completed. Second half begins with Jamestown down 12. Youngall had it tapped away. Great play, Eden Fridley. There's some good defense from Century. Limp the layup missed. Erica Lee, her 10th rebound, and draws a foul. 16 rebounds yesterday, 10 today for Lee. Addison Young with her first foul. Lee, a senior, has the first of 2 free throws that missed short. She's a 60% foul shooter, and she's now 0 for 2 today. She'll have another. That's good. Didn't bend her knees on the first one, did on that one. 31-18 Century. 15 seconds gone in the second half. It's into Mari Anderson against some pressure. Jamestown works with Mia Hewlin with a bandage on her nose that took a shot in the first half. Out front to Trumbauer. Left wing 3 for Leah. Long. Battle for that rebound. Diving to the floor is Young, trying to keep it alive but can't. It's out of bounds to Century. Jamestown the 9th seed wearing blue, shooting at the bucket to our right in the second half. Century in white with red and blue. Moving to our left, our position. A quite good one. A row behind the main scorer's table. We're just to the left of half court in this very interesting setting in this exhibit hall. Abby Foswin on right wing. Up top for Zoe Austin. On the left side for an Eden Fridley three. That's off the left rim, but a rebound by Klimple. Left it short, however, and Mari Anderson down there trying to battle for it. Ended up in a dual possession. It'll keep it with Century. Lee and Klimple are really doing the job on the offensive boards for Century. Lee into Fridley. Turnaround lane from 7. Off glass from the right lane line. Fridley, however, gained the rebound. Back out front for a jumper in the lane that rolled off the rim by Austin. Follow good with a foul. Another offensive board. Who do you think? It's Lee again. Wow, Haley Adelson with her first foul. Now it's 33-18. Century matches their longest lead. That must be 12 rebounds for Lee. Then she hit the free throw. 34-18. That is 8 now for Lee and 6.5. And Fridley stole the pass. Drove, missed the layup, however. The rebound came to Lee. And it ends up in a dual possession. And it'll go to Jamestown. I don't know if they'll officially give her a rebound, but my goodness. She's around it just about every time. Will be Blue Jay ball. A minute 18 into the second half. Century now has their longest lead of the game at 16. Full court pressure by Century. They back off with 3 players as it comes to Hewlin. Fridley still on her. Right alley and into the front court, but the pass is deflected by Century and out of bounds. No seniors on this Blue Jay girls team. Plenty to look forward to for the future, and it's in a difficult year, even with 6 wins. The experience game will do nothing but good, especially for these underclassmen players in the future. Mari Anderson on the right baseline. Bounce for Haley Adelson. 14 on the shot clock. Haley drive to the right baseline. Rolled off the rim. Rebound Olivia Klimple and Century. Right alley front court. Speeding is Zoe Austin. Baseline low. Lee alone and hit it. And Lee now has a double-double again. Because she has 10 points and 8.5 already in less than 2 minutes. And it's 36-18 Century. Jay's still looking for their first points of the half. Trumbauer drives and has it with a foul. Trumbauer got knocked in the head, the official said. By Olivia Klimple. It's her first second half team foul on Century. It's giving him his business. Trumbauer hit the free throw. Where's the late Ben Dreith when we need him? 36-21 Century, 15:55 in the half in the game. Volk, who's back in, driving on the baseline. Klimple with the bucket on the layup. And 7 for her, and it's 38-21 for Century. 15:40 to go. Mia Hewlin nearly had it taken away by Zoe Austin, but Mari Anderson's able to regain it. For Hewlin and a right wing 3 for Mia off the right rim. And the rebound tipped from Volk to Austin. Down floor for a drive by Klimple. Foul before the shot went in. On Jamestown, on Hewlin. Mia's first, team foul number 3. Amelia Newman, Hannah Adelson both return. Mia Hewlin, who looks like a boxer, goodness, with that bandage stuffed in her nostrils. It's inbound to Austin, baseline scores. 7 for Austin, 40-21. Century's longest lead now at 19 with 15:15 to play. Haley Adelson on the left wing. Hannah sets a screen for her. Into the left corner for Hannah Adelson. And left again for Leah Trumbauer for a left wing 3. High off the glass and missing, but the rebound run down by Amelia Newman in Jamestown. 6 on the shot clock, 5. Newman drives, back out for Hannah Adelson. Jumper at the shot clock, buzzer is good. Timeout by Jamestown as He didn't like how that offense went, but it ended up in a bucket for Hannah Adelson. 14:48 left with a Jamestown timeout, and Century leads Jamestown 40-23 on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts? Lots of t-shirts? You need originals.
Originals!
Or do you just need one shirt with your corporate logo for the new guy?
Originals!
Caps, jackets, U sizes, adult sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel. You need originals. There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's originals. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays. Visit originals.com.
Century has the lead at 17 over Jamestown with 14:48 left. Sunday at noon, Twins spring training baseball against Tampa Bay here on Jamestown 107.1. Hopefully some Jimmy's NAIA tournament basketball. We won't find out about that until Thursday to see if teams get at-large bids. And we'll have selected baseball and softball action from the Jimmies and the Jays, too. So still plenty to come in the spring. Zoe Austin for Century on the right wing. Here is a Volk 3 that's short. Rebound tipped by Lee. Goodness to Volk. Drive into the lane. A scoop is left short by Foslin. Rebounds loose. Lee didn't get it. That's an upset. Hannah Adelson did for Jamestown. Young on the left wing in the front court to Leah Trumbauer. Right wing for Hannah Adelson. 14:19 to go. Jamestown down 17. Amelia Newman. Stops left of the lane. Backs out to the arc. Now to the right side of the lane. Now a right wing jumper. A 3 by Adelson. It's missing. Amelia Newman left alone for the rebound. Threw it over the rim. And it's out of bounds. But went off Century. Even Fridley back in. Katie Brown back in for Century. But the Blue Jays will have it back with 14:05 to go. In the right corner for Haley Adelson, 3 but blocked by Abby Foslin. And the rebound by Eden Fridley. Into the left corner for Foslin. On the baseline, a bounce, saved by Young, but right to Century. Left wing, it is Fridley. Left of the lane from 10. Missed about everything. Grazed the net. Rebounded. Tip came to Addison Young for Jamestown. Bounce for Amelia Newman, right wing in the front court with 13:38 to go. Jamestown trailing Century 40-23 in this loser-out game, and that's 5 seconds on Newman. Yep, she was guarded closely by Allison Volk. Another unforced turnover on the Blue Jays. That sort of thing has happened. 5 seconds, a lot this season. Eden Fridley took the pass back for a left wing 3 that's off the mark by Allison Volk. Offensive board nearly by Katie Brown, but lost it. And Amelia Newman picked it up for Jamestown. Right wing and into the front court. And it's Leah Trumbauer with a baseline drive that drew a foul on the right block by Century's Abby Foslin. That's her first, and it's the second team foul on Century. And Leah Trumbauer with a couple of free throws. Her second of the day at the line. She completed a three-point play earlier, and this one's good. 40-24 for Century, who returns Olivia Klimple to the lineup. 4 for Trumbauer, once another with 13:09 to go. Good again. Jamestown now 9 out of 12 at the line today. 40-25 for Century. Just about 5 minutes played in the second half. Abby Foslin for Weigel. Now right wing 3 wide open, and Fridley hit it, her third of the game. And 63 for the year, and Fridley has 14. 43-25 for Century. 12:45 left. Jamestown's Addison Young to the right baseline. Turns around, lost the dribble, now hands it to Haley Adelson out front. Right wing Amelia Newman, defended well by Weigel, but right past her and drew a foul. Newman got the big quick step, and in fact, induced the foul on Abby Weigel. Her first and the third, and Amelia Newman at the line for the first time exactly 50%, 39 of 78. Her only point yesterday was at the line. First of two here, long. Mia Hewlin, Mari Anderson back in for Jamestown. Zoe Austin and Erica Lee, look out for rebounding, back in for Century. One more for Amelia Newman at the line. On the way, that one's on the board. 43-26, Century leads Jamestown, 12:35 left. Loser out, girls AA West Region Tournament in Bismarck, and we are so glad to have you with us. Zoe Austin, right wing, Azoli Eden Fritley. Three is good, another for the seniors, her fourth of the game. 17 points. 20-point lead for Century, 46-26. Century's had better looks so far in this second half. Here's a drive on the right baseline, counted with a foul by Young. Speaking of a good look, Addison made that for herself. Olivia Klimpo with her second foul, and it's 46-28 for Century, an 18-point lead, and Addison Young, who went 5 out of 7 at the line in the first half, will have one here to try to complete the three-point play, and it's good. 46-29 for Century, 12:10 remaining. Abby Fosland out front to Zoe Austin. Left corner for Eden Fridley. Drives left of the lane. Her jumper is off. Amelia Newman with a rebound. And into the front court. 17-point Century lead, just under 12 minutes to go. Newman with a drive to the right block and drew a foul on Abby Fosland, so that's two relatively quickly on her. Team foul number 5 on Century. And that'll gain Newman a couple more free throws. 11:46 to go. Newman split a pair a moment ago. First one here, good. 46-30 for Century. They had reversed a couple of points on the scoreboard a moment ago. They'll get that fixed in a moment. One more for Newman. That's good. 46-31. Century leads by 15 now. Blue Jays with a little flurry. 11:43 to go. Fridley out front for Zoe Austin. Pass down the right block for Lee. Counter with a foul. A great move by Erica. Again, 10 and a half for the senior. Amelia Newman with a foul, and that is her third. And that makes it 48-31 for Century. And Lee will try for another one at the line, but this one just barely grazed the front rim, but Klimple has the offensive rebound. Runner in the lane is too long by Zoe Austin, but Klimple kept it alive and back out front for Eden Fridley. 11:23 to go. Right wing, it's Fosland. Cross court to Zoe Austin. To the left baseline, lobs it for Klimple. The jumper, a little strong. Hannah Adelson up there for that rebound and drew a foul. And Hannah with another good board and drew the third foul on Century's Zoe Austin and team foul number 6. So Jamestown will shoot the rest of the game with the next common foul on Century. 48-31 Century leads, 11:08 left. But again, I'll say it, pretty good defense overall today by Jamestown. Mia lost the ball, but there to pick it up is Amelia Newman in the left corner. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Tipped away and into the backcourt by Fosland. Newman can pick it up, but only 6 on the timer. Has to cross the timeline again. 3-2. Newman in some trouble in the right corner. They won't get a shot away. Well, the tip sent it halfway into the backcourt. Newman ran it down, and then Jamestown couldn't get a shot away. Haley Adelson and Leah Trumbauer back in for Jamestown. Allison Volk returns for Century. 10:40 to go. Century 48, Jamestown 31 in this loser-out game. Erica Lee on the left baseline. Cross court for Eden Fridley. Out front at Zoe Austin again. Middle of the lane with a drive. Counter with a foul. Austin took a nifty pass and ran it in with a one-hand runner and drew the second foul on Jamestown's Mari Anderson. The Blue Jays' 5th. And it's back to a 19-point Century lead at 50-31. Free throws too strong, but Klimple left alone for the rebound and scored. And head coach Andy Skunberg didn't like that and wants to talk to his team. It's a timeout for Jamestown. 10:25 to go in this loser-out game, and Century's well in control, leading Jamestown 52-31. On Jamestown 107.1, this is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Johnny B's Brickhouse, famous for their pizza, but wait, there's pasta, and their amazing wings, and fresh ground hamburgers, tasty salads and appetizers too. And for dessert, you can't beat their sweet sticks. Come on out for Tuesday night trivia and live entertainment every Thursday night. The place to be is Johnny B's, smack dab in the middle of Main Street, downtown Jamestown. And remember, for delivery and carryout, call 952-8777.
The last timeout for Jamestown with 10:25 left, but really through this whole season, Andy Skunberg couldn't concern himself with burning timeouts early with this very young team. He's just got to make sure and continue to teach and stress for such a very young basketball team. And if it takes using early timeouts, well, that's what's happened a lot. Jamestown had cut it to 13. Now Century's back up by 21 with 10:23 left. 52-31 in this girls' loser-out game in the WA West Region Tournament. Leah Trumbauer for Jamestown. In the circle, spins it on the left side to Mari Anderson on the baseline, but Lee's there to cut her off again. This senior is having two excellent games in this tournament. 6 on the shot clock, pass intercepted, knocked down by Olivia Klimpel and Century. Down floor, a little behind Zoe Austin, and Hannah Adelson is able to make the steal. Leah Trumbauer back in the front court, left wing for Jamestown. Cross court, Haley Adelson. Right corner, Mari Anderson. 3, good. Mari now has 12 three-pointers for the year and 5 points. 52-34 for Century, 9:38 to go. Zoe Austin, left wing in the corner for Eden Fridley. Double dribble as Mari Anderson came over to defend her. And Abby Falsland returns for Century. Let's set the Jamestown 5. They're Mia Euland, Haley Adelson, Mari Anderson, Hannah Adelson, and Leah Trumbauer. In 2, Leah Trumbauer with 9:29 left. Century on top, 52-34. They've never lost to Jamestown in girls basketball. They're 24-0 against the Blue Jays. Trumbauer up top, it's Euland, had it blocked. Zoe Austin came, however, to Hannah Adelson. 10 on the shot clock. Haley Adelson, a right corner. 3, just a little long left rim. Another Erica Lee rebound for Century. Down floor to Abby Falsland. 9 minutes to play. We're midway through the second half. Falsland, middle of the right wing. A 3 for Volk. Misses. Rebound went off of Jamestown's Mari Anderson. It'll stay with Century, and as Young returns for Jamestown. Erica Lee to inbound. Baseline right, bucket to our left. It's in the lane to Zoe Austin. Fade away from 7 off the rim. Rebound, Addison Young's under there with it for Jamestown. Down the right alley, front court. For Haley Adelson, nearly came off that pivot foot. Instead drove to the right block, missed, tried to tip her own rebound, and it did, and then a foul's called. She tipped it to Trumbauer, and she was being knocked off balance as she did so by Century's Erica Lee. Her second. There's the 17th foul. That means the bonus for Jamestown. Lee out, Katie Brown in. Zoe Austin out. Klimpel's in. Haley Adelson, 58% at the line. Front end of a 1-and-1 here. Rim to basket. But Trumbauer has the board. Missed that shot underneath, however. Rebound loose and came to Century and to Allison Volk. Abby Falsland on the left wing to Eden Fridley. Cross court all the way on the other side for Allison Volk. Middle of the right wing, a 3. Rim the basket. But only 2 Century players there for the rebound. Klimpel is the one who has it, and then she's fouled. And again, there is the sign of a young team. Leah Trumbauer's third. A play under the bucket on a not long shot, but the only 2 players in position were from Century. Eden Fridley for Century on the right baseline. And blocked and fouled. Trumbauer and Mari Anderson both there. It's going to be a 2-shot foul, and it's Mari Anderson's 3rd foul. Team foul number 7. But it's 2 at the line here for Fridley, who's 3 for 3 today, and she's hit 4 threes. Looks for her 18th point. And it rolled off the rim. She'll have another with 8:03 left. Century 52, Jamestown 34 in this girls' loser-out game. Fridley will have another, and this one's good. And now Zoe Austin is back in for Eden Fridley. Zoe Austin with Olivia Klimple, Abby Fosland, Allison Volk, and Katie Brown. Those are the 5 for Century. Amelia Newman has just re-entered for Jamestown. 53-34 Century, 8 minutes to play here in Bismarck. Addie Young, now Century backs off, and Addie's into the front court. Double high screen, Young to the right corner for Haley Adelson. Top of that wing on the right side, Amelia Newman trying to keep it away from Fosland. Back to Haley Adelson, 10 on the shot clock. And on the right side, a fadeaway 3, blocked. And trying to shoot it was Trumbauer. Klimple blocked it, and then it went out of bounds off. It's got to be off Century, yes, and it is. But there's only 4 on Jamestown shot clock, 7:37 to go. One official pointed the other way, but the block, and then it didn't hit anyone. But Jamestown's got to hurry here. Young, rough baseline, just barely inbounded in time to Haley Adelson. Runner in the wing, wild shot missed. Rebound Zoe Austin. Good defense there by Century. Wouldn't let Jamestown have a good look. Austin, front court, comes to the left corner. 7:25 to go in. Century up 19. Playing in this game for the first time in 17 years for this program. They're not used to this. Here is a pass. Trying cross court under the bucket by Allison Volk, but knocked out by Jamestown. 7 on the shot clock for Century as Hannah Adelson comes in for Leah Trumbauer for the Blue Jays. Olivia Klimple will inbound. Left baseline, Zoe Austin with a jumper that misses. Addison Young, the rebound for Jamestown. Long down floor to Mari Anderson. Past Brown, stops in the lane, drives and scores. 5.5 and 7 in the game for Mari. 53-36 Century with 6:50 to go. Abby Fosland. Up top it is to Zoe Austin. Fosland again on the right side. Austin took a travel at the top of the key. Erica Lee's back in for Century for Katie Brown. Addie Weigel's back in for the Patriots for Allison Volk. 6:44 remains. Century in control as they have been since an early 18-3 run. They're up 53-36. Mari Anderson in the old circle, bounces it for Amelia Newman. It's Weigel to guard her in the right corner. Addison Young to the baseline, and a bounce that's right to a Century player. That's Abby Fosland, who's tripped up as she crosses the timeline. By Young. Second on Addison. And that's the 8th team foul. Fosland has not been there yet. Abby is a 65% foul shooter. She hits the first. 54-36 for Century. 6:19 to go. Fosland with a second, rimmed off this time, and in coming down with a rebound, an offensive board. Another one is Austin, and then a pass on the right side to Fosland leads in a Jamestown foul. Another one on Newman, and that's 4. And team foul number 9, Mia Euland's back in for Jamestown. So's Leah Trumbauer. 6:14 to go. Front end of the 1-and-1 is a swish. for Foslin. 55-36. This for another 20-point Century lead. Foslin left it off the back rim this time, and another offensive board. It's Austin. Well, that's one thing where the Blue Jays have struggled today. Pass down low. Newman got a hand on it, intercepted it. Good play there. Ahead for Hannah Adelson. 6 minutes left. Century up 19. Trumbauer to the right corner. Leah to Amelia Newman. Tries to start a drive. Foslin on her. In the lane. Newman fell down as she made the pass. Ends in a dual possession on the floor. And this one will give it to Century, who brings Eden Fridley in. 5:48 remains. Century 55, Jamestown 36. It's what's looking more and more like it will be an end for what's been a learning season for this Blue Jay girls basketball team. Boys earlier eliminated by Legacy, 62-51 in that loser-out game. Zoe Austin on the right wing. It's Eden Fridley. Cross court. Here's a drive into the lane by Weigel, and Addie hit it. Her first two. 57-36 for Century with 5:17 to go. Addie Young on the left wing for Mia Euland. Tough day for Mia, taking that shot in the nose. She does have a couple of free throws today. Newman right side with a three. Good for Amelia. Her 13th made three this year. 57-39 Century. 4:55 remains. Left hand, now right hand dribble by Zoe Austin. Right wing for Addie Weigel. Baseline, it's Erica Lee. Middle of that left wing for Eden Fridley. Now a right side jumper. Weigel hits a three. 5 quick points for Weigel, and it's 60-39 for Century. 4.5 minutes remaining in this Blue Jay basketball season. Mia Euland just right of the lane, hands it to Amelia Newman. Starts a drive, cut off by Fridley. A shot over her anyway, went off Fridley and taken in by, take a wild guess, folks. Erica Lee has another rebound. To Weigel and down floor to Fridley. Just under 4 minutes left, and Century takes some air out of the ball now with a 21-point lead. Austin up top. Threw it past Lee and out of bounds. 4 new Patriots. Foslin, Katie Brown, Lakin Johnson. And Allison Volk. They're the 4 new Century players, at least for this time around. Young passing it inside, went off a Century player and out of bounds with 3:38 to go. Of course, Jamestown basically only able to play 8. Their opponents have had advantages most of the time in depth, too, as well as experience. Euland in on the baseline to Amelia Newman, drove toward the goal and just threw it toward the bottom of the glass and drew a foul for it. Well, knew she was being fouled, knew to throw it toward the rim. Abby Foslin's third foul. The 8th on Century. Newman back at the line where she's 3 out of 4 in this half and has 2 more. First good. Emma Davis, a 5'7" junior, enters for the first time for Century. 1.6 rebounds. Emily Ellensing, after playing briefly in the first half, Emily's back in for the Jays. 60-40 for Century. Amelia Newman has 1 more free throw, which rolled off the rim, but never mind. Jamestown's called for a lane violation, and Century has it back with 3:35 to go. Century 60, Jamestown 40. Century will, it appears, play for a berth in the state tournament tomorrow. The 4th seed after they were beaten by the 5 seed Mandan in the first round last night. Addie Weigel passing the right side to Lakin Johnson, back to Weigel. Lob is too far, but Jamestown tipped it out of bounds. Alexa Johnson, a 5'5 freshman, enters for the first time for Century. 1.7 points per game. 3:12 to go. Century will inbound, 7 on the shot clock. They have a 20-point lead over Jamestown. Bounce on the baseline, thrown off the glass by Brown, but an offensive board. Emmett Davis, straightaway shot for her, misses. Another offensive board. Brown and a banker misses in the lane. Trumbauer gained it, then drew a foul. But boy, more offensive rebounds allowed by Jamestown. That's going to be a big number in Century's favor at the end of this game. Allison Volk with her second foul and the 9th on the Patriots in this second half. So Leah Trumbauer back to the line, 3 for 3 in this half, 5 points in this game. Front end of the 1-and-1's good. That's 16 out of 20 at the foul line for Jamestown today. They're down 60-41 to Century with 2:59 left. They're both good for Leah. 8 for the junior. 60-42 Century leads Jamestown, 2:53 left. Lakin Johnson with a pass to Katie Brown on the front court for Century. Emma Davis nearly dropped it. Handed it, however, to Lakin Johnson on the right side for cutting Katie Brown on the right lane line. And travel called here on Allison Volk of Century with 2:41 to go. Amelia Newman will inbound to Mia Hewlin and back to Amelia and into the front court with 2:38 to go. And Newman lost it out of bounds. After an 18-3 run that put Century ahead 20-5 in the first half, the Jays scored 8 in a row and were as close as 7, but Century pulled away after that. Volk up top for Lakin Johnson. Now to Alexa Johnson for Century with 2:23 to go. Alexa, right wing on the angle with 13 on the shot clock. Starts a drive in the lane and a bounce for Lakin Johnson with 8 on the timer. Katie Brown into the lane and a double team. Backs away and hits a 13-footer. First 2 of the game for Katie. 62-42 Century, 2 minutes remain. Hewlin crosses the timeline. Lakin Johnson in pink sneakers waits for her. And, of course, they're aqua blue for Mia. To the right baseline. Handed for Trumbauer. Leah, right of the circle, hands it to Hewlin. 3. Good for Mia. Her first field goal of the game is her 61st three-pointer of the year. Hannah Adelson's back in. Katie Brown back in also for Century. And Olivia Thunderhawk, a 5'8 junior, enters for the first time. So everybody on the Century roster has now gotten in. 1:41 left. 62-45 Century. They're going to move on to play tomorrow. Up top is Katie Brown. Now on the right side for Olivia Thunderhawk. Angled off wing Emma Davis for Century with 1:20 to go. This is Alexa Johnson on the baseline. Up and under, drew a foul. From the left block, went to the other side of the lane and drew the 5th foul on Amelia Newman. She fouls out for the second game in a row with 1:18 remaining. And Haley Adelson's in for her. But a smile from her and a smile for Randy Skunberg because it was a pretty good second half effort by Amelia Newman. At the line, the first free throw rolls in for Alexa Johnson. 63-45 Century. The freshman's first point today. The second, also good. 64-45 for Century. 75 seconds left in this Jamestown High School basketball season. The boys eliminated earlier today. My legacy. Right corner, Haley Adelson wants a 3 and hits it. Well, Haley's had a couple of good games in this tournament. 3 more threes today and 9 points. 64-48 Century, 55 seconds to go. Katie Brown for Olivia Thunderhawk up top. Now to Alexa Johnson. 45 seconds remain. Katie Brown on the left wing, guarded by Hannah Adelson on the left lane line. And a lob for a right wing three that missed everything by Davis. And the rebound is brought in by Haley Adelson. Jamestown will have one more possession with 28 seconds to go. Graceland Shalene, by the way, has come into the game. A right wing Haley Adelson three off the rim. But Haley's able to gain her own rebound and drew a foul. Olivia Thunderhawk with this one, her first. Number 10 on Century, but it's a couple of free throws anyway here for Haley, who looks to go into double figures. She has 9. Now she has 10 as she hit the first. 64-49 for Century. And again, a lot of this game today, the defensive job pretty good really by Jamestown. Haley Adelson has another. Rim the basket with this one. And Katie Brown out of there with a rebound. For Century, 9 seconds left. They'll just dribble out the remaining time. And for 2023-24, Jamestown Blue Jay basketball is finished. The boys eliminated earlier today by Legacy, and the Century girls eliminate the Jamestown girls in this loser-out game in the AA West Region Tournament. Final score in Exhibit Hall D of the Bismarck Event Center, the Century Patriots 64, the Jamestown Blue Jays 49. Century to play tomorrow for a bid in the state tournament. They improved to 16-7. Jamestown season ends with a record of 6-18. Final numbers from this game coming up from Bismarck on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Looking for one of the best ATVs on the planet? Then check out Honda 4Trax Foreman. There are 3 models to choose from, and they all offer strong swing arm rear suspension that is perfect for hard work or towing. They all feature strong front and rear racks, plus a handy utility box for storage. So head to Gunner Reel Sports in 1st Street, West downtown Jamestown, and check out the new Honda Foreman. For riders 16 and older, Honda recommends all ATV riders take training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Sign-on bonuses, $10,000 for full-time RNs or LPNs working PM or NOC shifts, and $10,000 for full-time NOC weekend package positions, and $5,000 for part-time PM shifts. Also offering $5,000 for full-time CNAs working PM shifts or weekend package, day, PM, or NOC shifts. Dietary positions available also. Apply at smphealth.org/Ave Maria.
Hey, it's Sean with the Jamestown Country Club. Remember to get your membership for the upcoming season at our 18-hole championship course that hosts the FCCU Labor Day Classic, and we're the home course for the Blue Jays and Jimmy's men's and ladies golf teams. The Jamestown Country Club hosts an excellent bar and restaurant that is open to the public and has the only outdoor pool in the area. Contact the Jamestown Country Club today for your membership. And congratulations to the Minnesota Twins' Joe Mauer on his election into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
There are some things you don't want to fall behind on, especially when it comes to your health. A colorectal cancer screening is one. Essentia Health reminds you to schedule your colorectal cancer screening, which can detect and even prevent colorectal cancer before symptoms appear. Schedule an appointment with your primary care provider online at essentiahealth.org to learn which screening option is right for you. Stay ahead of colorectal cancer and get screened.
Well, there were portions of this game when the Jamestown Blue Jays defensively were able to at least scuttle Century a little bit at times. Not too bad at all today. But in the end, it was Century who won it by a score of 64-49. We'll get the final numbers for you in just a little bit. But it was a big day first for Eden Fritley with her 4 3-pointers. And boy, looking forward to seeing what this rebound number was for Erica Lee. She had all sorts of offensive rebounds. She may have matched that total of 16 boards that she had yesterday in the Patriots' loss to Mandan. Addie Young in double figures in the final game of her freshman year. Haley Adelson, another good game. Mia Euland did hit a three. Just another tough day for Mia. Took a big knock in the nose. But again, defensively, not all that bad for Jamestown today. And again, no seniors on this Blue Jay girls team, so every one of them will be back. Now they know, a lot of them, what this experience is like in the West Region Tournament. But in the loser-out game, it was Century defeating Jamestown today by a score of 64-49 in the Bismarck Event Center. More coming up on our postgame on Jamestown 107.1. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com. You love sports. So do we. You know, the thrill of victory and the agony of injury.
Hey, injuries happen. Thankfully, JRMC Orthopedics is ready to act fast. As the official sports medicine team for Blue Jay Athletics, athletes and their fans can choose the home team for their care. Call 952-4878 for quick injury attention. Home Team Sports Medicine. It's right here at JRMC.
Two Rivers Activity Center in Jamestown is now hiring. Track has openings for several part-time positions. Track offers a flexible schedule. We will work with you to make a schedule that fits your busy lifestyle. Track also offers a fun work atmosphere, and every employee of JPRD receives an employee pass, which provides free green fees at Hillcrest Golf Course, complimentary open skate at the Winter Sports Building, and free daily admission into Two Rivers Activity Center. Learn more about our open positions and apply online today at trackjamestown.com.
Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Hillerud Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees, plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit HillerudConstruction.com. Again, visit HillerudConstruction.com, and let's get building.
When it comes to farm equipment, Titan Machinery has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to be more productive during the entire growing season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website, TitanMachinery.com. Titan Machinery in Jamestown, your local Case IH dealer.
Time for forecast details from Ag Central forecaster Jamie Dickerman. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy conditions with a low around 25 degrees. Northwest winds 5 to 10, shifting to the east-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow, there's a slight chance of freezing rain before noon. Later in the afternoon, though, there's a slight chance of rain as well. Skies will remain mostly cloudy with a high near 37 degrees. Saturday night, the evenings will bring a slight chance of rain, transitioning to a slight chance of freezing rain. Then on Sunday, a chance of rain is expected before 3 in the afternoon, followed by a chance of rain and snow, with a high near 44 degrees. For more weather anytime, head on over to our website, newsdakota.com.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
The 23-24 season for Jamestown Blue Jays basketball now history after both teams were eliminated today in loser-out games in Exhibit Hall D at the Bismarck Event Center in the AA West Region basketball tournaments. First the boys by Legacy, 62-51, and then the girls by Century, that final 64-49. Still haven't gotten a final box from this girls game yet. I think they're just off to our right trying to work out whatever bug they have and being able to print it. So let's tell you about boys action first while we have a chance. This was a game where Jamestown had as much as a 6-point lead in the first half of this game, but a big second half run key by a couple of threes by Jonathan Robideau led the Sabres to working out to a big lead. And Lucas Kupfer had a huge day. He had 18 points and 17 rebounds for Legacy. Robideau had 11 with those two big threes in the second half. Brody Weigel 10 and Parker Falcon 8 points and 7 boards. Dalton Lamp in his final game for the Blue Jays had 20 points today. Thomas Newman 13. Jackson Rose in his final game for Jamestown had 12. James Horgan, another senior, with a couple. Ryan Larson playing courageously in his last game for the Blue Jays had 1 bucket. Also today, Jack Van Berkem had a couple of points too. Jamestown's season ends in boys play with a record of 7-15. And in girls action, well, it was tied at 2, the only time it was tied. Then a huge run for Century. They had an 18-3 run to take a 20-5 lead. And then Jamestown scored the next 8 to cut the Century lead to 7 points. But that was as close as the Blue Jays came the rest of this day, as Century was able to hold them off. But the difference, not really too bad. A 15-point difference in this game. Jamestown's defense pretty respectable. In fact, better than respectable. Quite good a lot of this game. We can give you point totals. We still don't have the final box from this game. But first, for the Century, Patriots, Eden Fridley leading the way with 18. She had 4 3-pointers today. Erica Lee had 12, and I don't know how many rebounds, but it was well in the double digits again. 9 points for Zoe Austin, 9 points also for Olivia Klimple, 6 for Abby Fauslin, 3 for Alexa Johnson, or for, I should say, Allison Volk, 2 for Alexa Johnson, and 2 for Katie Brown. That's the scoring, anyway, for Century today. Addison Young in the final game of her freshman year at 11 points to lead Jamestown. She had 1 3 today, 10 for Haley Adelson, 3 more threes for Haley today. Amelia Newman with 8 before she fouled out. 7 for Mari Anderson, 6 points also for Leah Trumbauer, and 5, including a second half 3-pointer for Mia Yulin. And for this team that is comprised almost completely of, is the opposite of underclassmen, lowerclassmen. That's not an insult. That's just the way it is. But Trumbauer, a junior, of course, Haley Adelson, a junior. But the point is, everybody on that team will be back next year, and you know they will have learned quite a lot from this 23-24 season that ends with a record of 6-18. So our journey for this 23-24 season in the winter sports for Jamestown Blue Jays done, but we'll bring you selected baseball and softball action as the spring moves along. But our sincere thanks to Activities Director Jim Rolson, and in the 2 months and 2 weeks that I've been here so far, the people at Jamestown High School have been awfully nice to me, Jason Carroll and his team, and to Andy Skunberg and his team, and it is very much appreciated, and I hope this is the start of a very nice long-term relationship between myself and Jamestown High School. Of course, it's been good between the Blue Jays and Jamestown 107.1 for so long, and we very much appreciate it, and we also hope that you will patronize the sponsors from whom you will hear about in just a bit, and let them know that you appreciate them helping to bring you the Jamestown Blue Jays here on Jamestown 107.1. So what's ahead? Well, the Twins are ahead. Sunday with spring training baseball from Fort Myers, Florida against the Tampa Bay Rays. That is a 12 noon start on Sunday, and then we'll have a couple of more games in the second weekend of March. And we'll see about the Jamestown Jimmies. Of course, both teams for the Jimmies lost on Wednesday night in the first round of the GPAC tournament, but it won't be until Thursday that we find out if both one or neither get NCAA tournament at large bids. We'll find out about that. If there is more Jimmy's basketball, of course, we would certainly have it for you here on Jamestown 107.1. But high school basketball done for 23-24. Our thanks to Dave Zittelman, to Kari Wellstad from Bismarck Public Schools in the Activities Office. Dave, of course, is the Activities Director for Bismarck Public Schools. They've been so helpful for us, and so have been the good folks today and yesterday, too, for Greg here at the Bismarck Events Center. I'm David Burrow. Basketball season comes to an end for Jamestown High School with loser-out games today in the Bismarck Events Center in the AA West Region Tournament. Jamestown's boys, after a tight game a lot of the way, a run late by Legacy, and the Sabres won at 62-51, and Century held off the Jamestown girls by a score of 64-49. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, and good evening from Bismarck. This is the voice of the Blue Jays.
Jamestown Blue Jays basketball has been brought to you by Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Hillerud Construction, SMP Health Ave Maria, Gun and Reel Sports, and Originals, and by Dakota Central, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Essentia Health, Jamestown Country Club, Jamestown Parks and Recreation, and Johnny B's Brick House.
And Blue Jays basketball in the WDA tournament is also brought to you by Titan Machinery.
The preceding has been a presentation of the voice of the Blue Jays, Jamestown 107.1.